Thank you, friends, for joining us today. Today, I and my daughter Luisa, but mainly Luisa, will be reviewing something unusual. We will be reviewing two toys from the Snap Ships line. So, toys instead of games, as I usually review, for the reason that these two boxes showed up in my mail a couple of days ago, and I assume the publisher sent them to me for review, or maybe just, because they want me to have them, but we're gonna review them anyways. And Luisa is the one that played with these two toys. Basically, each is a set of pieces that you can use to construct three possible builds, three possible configurations of a ship. Luisa, do you want to show the saber first? Or the scarab?
The scarab.
The scarab, here it is. You want to lift it up, or should I put the camera down?
Put the camera down.
It's easier that way. So Louise is the one that built them and play with them, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the thing.
Well, so
that's what it looks like.
Here. The wing pieces move for different orientations.
Mm-hmm.
And this piece opens to reveal the captain, who comes in a small piece.
Very small, but actually he can sit. Very small, but now he's standing, and we can make him sit if we want. So that's
we
pretty.
make him hunch down.
That's on the,
up. And
so you built it all by yourself, entirely all by yourself, following the instructions.
Another thing is, it's very unusual, but most people would think this is the front, but this is actually the back, and this is the front. Actually,
I totally, yeah.
He thought this was the front of it, and this was the back of it.
It just looked that way to me.
Yeah, but there are the cannon guns here, and stuff.
So, one thing is that you built them all by yourself, just following the instructions. It wasn't hard.
A few pieces you helped me with that were kind of hard, but...
Exactly, but figuring out where they went, you could figure it out by yourself.
Yeah, and actually the instructions look a lot like the ones with a Lego set.
Yeah, yeah.
But it also comes with this piece here. It's called a separator. And it's if you put the piece in the wrong place, or you're trying to make another model and taking the pieces off. But the thing is, it's actually pretty hard even with this to separate the pieces.
Yeah. So while it's not too difficult to understand the instructions, there were several times where you actually needed my help to just push it down, because it took a lot of force to push it down. And even I had to struggle a little. Even I was like... So for a toy designed for children, just those connections can be pretty hard to connect.
Yeah.
And really, really hard to disconnect. Again, even I wouldn't be able to separate them to change the build without this little tool.
And still with his heart.
Maybe Lego spoiled us or whatever. Then there are some pieces that can be used to...
Fire. This doesn't fire, though the other one does.
It does fire. Press the top.
Oh my.
We're gonna pick them up later.
Yeah,
So,
I did not know that would happen.
I know. This toy is full of surprises.
The trigger is very hidden.
Also, what you see here is like a display, which is the top of the box together with this stand here.
There's
becomes
also
a display.
stuff on the bottom of the thing, see?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
And the side.
But the point is that you don't have to just display it. You can just use it, of course, to play as a toy. And it looks pretty neat, honestly.
Yeah,
So
we
much
have to
detail.
take this piece off if you want to put it on the display, because it blocked the bottom.
Yes, if you want to have this shooter here.
You can't put it on the display.
Yeah, it's at the bottom. So this is the scarab. This is the scarab. So Luisa, you enjoy building it and you enjoy playing with it, but you're not looking forward to taking it apart and build something else with it just because it's so hard, right?
This is the first build there is of the three.
Want to show the saber, which is the other one?
I'll show the saber. Here is the saber. This is the build 2. This is build 2 of the saber. And it's really hard, but you can take this piece off and get the captain. It's really hard though.
Need help?
I think I got it.
So as you can see, it's fun looking toy, like really
But it's kind of
high
hard to
quality
take this
design.
top off and get this other cap in here.
Yeah, but
Same, they bend over like this, and
yeah. I mean, the final result looks really good, but to me, it's almost like the quality of, you know, an adult collector that is collecting these things. The play value is somewhat reduced by how hard it is to actually push the pieces together, and even more so to separate them once you push them together. But they look pretty great once they are on that little display. Just so to show the detail.
but there are extra pieces sometimes with builds because
Yeah.
they built it so you could take it apart. There might be extra pieces that were used for another thing. This actually came with a 3-piece shooter, but I didn't need it for this build.
Yeah,
So
true.
there are usually extra pieces for the other builds that aren't used every time.
So what is your overall opinion about this line of toys and these two specific toys that you built and play with?
It's pretty good. A few pieces were pretty tricky, but most of it was pretty good. Even with this, it is very hard to take apart. There's a few pieces that I got wrong. But overall, it's pretty good.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they do look pretty good against as almost as display toys. You think you're gonna play with them as toys, like
Probably keep them in the displays.
probably on the display? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Well, this is our review of Snap Ships Built to Battle, these two specific models. And thank you, Luisa, for joining me today. You wanna say hi to our viewers? No, okay. Bye, viewers. From me and from her.